I'm from Symposium here with the lovely Princess Kiwi, who is my new favorite person. And I wanted to talk to you specifically because on the opening ceremonies, you gave some really important information to people going to conventions. And there are a lot of people out there who are terrified to go to a convention, especially if they don't have friends that go to conventions and stuff like that. But it's also, what we were talking about was a lot about like convention etiquette as well. But it was like, what, 4 simple rules to going to a convention?
Very simple.
Okay, and what are
Nothing
those?
complicated.
What are your rules?
1, always have your badge, because people pay to get in here. I don't want anybody free running around, because it's not fair to anybody who's paid to get in here.
Exactly.
That's a lot of money to get in here, and we also need that money to put on a good show. Another one is line etiquette. We have a certain amount of space to make a line.
Yeah.
And in order for me to keep you safe, I can't cram 300 people into a tiny space.
It's a fire hazard also,
Absolutely.
and then a convention can get shut down
Absolutely.
if you exceed capacity. So It's all about making sure everybody has a very fun experience.
That's why we put a time limit, and it works out well so far, as long as everybody knows what to do.
So capacity is a huge issue, and line etiquette. Especially if you jump in line, that person's been waiting there for like an hour to see something they really wanted to see.
Right, and I will hear about it.
Yeah.
Trust me, people have no problems coming up to me, approaching me, let me know, like, hey, that person wasn't here, I've been waiting here for an hour, and they just cruise on in.
Especially since that might be the cutoff. You might have just cut this person off.
Absolutely.
Because you reached capacity.
You got to be fair to everybody.
Exactly.
Do the best I can.
What's your next rule?
Let me see, what else are we doing? Also photography, be respectful to one another when you're taking pictures. Ask for permission first, and just be safe when you're taking pictures. Because people like to see like, oh, there's my favorite character, and then they'll just stop everything to take pictures, and then people walk into you and stuff, which is unsafe also. So, I like for people to step to the side, take your pictures, that's fine, but always ask that person. I mean, at a con, of course, I'm sure I'm in 1,000 pictures a day, can't help that or whatever, but, it's always nice to ask for permission first.
Because you might make that person feel uncomfortable if you just start randomly taking pictures.
And, and I would say most cosplayers love to have their picture taken because that's why they cosplay, and they want to do their best for you, and they'll pose for you. They're all very friendly people. Yeah, absolutely. They want to look their best for the picture, so they will stop and take the picture.
Exactly.
Just ask them, just talk to them. I mean, we're all friendly. We all like the same thing.
Exactly.
We're all friends here. Mm-hmm. Why not?
Exactly. And your last rule, I actually think, was the most important to me, because especially when teenagers come here, they don't think about when random people are like,
oh yes, do not take food or drink from strangers.
Exactly.
I think that's something we all should know.
Yes.
But again, being in a family-friendly environment, you don't think nothing of like, hey, here's some water for you. You look thirsty. No, please don't get that water.
Yeah.
You never know if someone might put something in it or not. It's hard to say. Not everybody is as friendly as I am. So you just have to be aware of your surroundings and just know we are a bunch of strangers. We all have a common interest.
Not 100% fun, but it's not 100% the best people in the world. Though Zenkaikon has been the most fabulous convention I have ever been to.
Try.
Friendliest staff and everything.
Absolutely.
So what would you say to somebody who's terrified to go to a convention for the first time?
I would say bring a friend. And start with a small convention. Mm-hmm. I steer away from the big, huge ones that are in big major cities.
Katsucon, Otakon.
Yeah, and I love those cons. Don't get me wrong, but they're huge and it's very intimidating.
Otakon was my first, and I was by myself, and I was just panic attack creation.
Absolutely, that's a huge con. I go there too. And that, I feel as though that's a bit much to start off with by yourself. And I think Zenkaikon, being the size that it is, it's in one building, several floors. You don't have to go outside unless you want to.
It's just big enough to get a good con experience, but not so big that it's unbelievably intimidating.
Absolutely.
Otakon in Baltimore, I haven't been to it in DC, spanned 3 buildings.
Yes.
4 floors, basement for the vendors, and it's just like, holy.
easy to get lost.
It's easy to get.
It's very easy to get lost.
Exactly.
You know, so start small, work your way up.
Well, thank you so much for talking to me. You are a lovely person.
Thank you.